Hello all, my name is Kyngpin. Damn it. Hello all, my name is Kyle, aka the Kyngpin parentheses of Spades, and today I'm going to be holding a concert for myself in Blender, because I'm bored. Ugh. Let's go. And luckily, since this is a still picture, nobody will know that I'm not that great at playing guitar. Oh, is that still recording? Oops. Let's begin the show. To start off, I took an older project that I did a few months ago and made some tweaks. This project was originally just to practice 3D modeling, but I also used it as a poster, but that's for another time. The main things I did was tweak the texturing and the lighting. Since I have a much better understanding of 3D now than I did a few months ago, I fixed up the texture on the amps to make it a bit more bumpy and a bit more realistic, and I added in the lights to show a bit more of the stage, plus the two giant floating spotlights that are really just two balls floating in midair, but we're not supposed to know that. Then I took several pictures of me in different costumes and different poses, and this was probably the most fun part I had, because I just grabbed a bunch of props from my room and a bunch of clothes from my shirt drawer, and I just kept switching them and trying to figure out what works best with what. But then I realized once I whittled them down to about 20, I had to cut each and every one of them out. Whew. So I originally tried to make it easy on myself and go with the select subject and then just fix it up with the masking tool. And Photoshop was all like, "You want me to do this for you? Nah, do it yourself." So it crashed, and that didn't work, so I had to find another way to cut them all out. Thanks, Adobe. Very cool. Luckily, I had a backup plan, which wasn't great, but it was better than nothing. Since the green screen itself wasn't perfect, far from it in fact, my next plan was to create an outline as close as I possibly can to each me, and then delete the background, and then just go in and clean up the edges. Which took a bit longer than the first method, but it didn't crash, so it was better. So I went in and erased, and erased, and erased, and erased, and erased, and then I took a break to eat, and then erased, and erased, and erased, and, well, you get the idea. And we were pretty much done at this point. The final step was to add in each me, configure me around a bit, and add some color correction. And this is where I made it harder on myself. I did take all the pictures on the same day with the same lighting setup, so the color correction was pretty much the same through each of the me's. However, in reality, if you had a scene like this, you would still be able to see some of the venue, even if it was very dark. So by not adding any actual background, it was a little hard to color correct to nothing but the void, since I really had no reference to go about it. So that was a little, Then I went me by me and matched up the lighting from the two spotlights. And finally came the
camera raw filter.
And then it was done. And there you have it. My own little private concert in Blender/Photoshop. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'd love to stay and chat, but I got my own show to put on. 1, 2, 3, 4!